Hello there, my name is Taryn and we're going to be talking about the water life cycle or the hydrologic cycle. So the first step to this water cycle is the sun's heat energy. This energy bounces off towards these water bodies such as an ocean, lake, or a river, and then will turn into water vapor. Soon this water vapor goes high up into the atmosphere. This process is called evaporation. So after that, the water vapor, high up in the atmosphere, the water vapor goes and touches other dust particles. This makes a small water droplets stick together with other dust particles in the atmosphere, and then after that, create a cloud. This is called condensation. Whenever these clouds come and mix together, they create a bigger cloud. This is called transportation. Soon, the cloud will get very, very heavy with all the water droplets it's holding. And soon, when it can handle no more, it will start to precipitate. Precipitate is a fancy word. It's for letting water will release. This is called precipitation. Another way the water life cycle could start out is by transpiration. Transpiration is when the trees, trees sweat. Whenever they sweat, that water goes high, will turn into water vapor and will go up into the atmosphere, turn into a cloud, mix in with other clouds, and after that, so get water droplets and precipitate. Another way is called sublimation. Sublimation is when, we could, for example, take glaciers. These glaciers, when the air is very, very, very dry, and the temperatures are cold, then it will skip the liquid phase, and after that, the ice will turn into water vapor, and therefore it will go high up into the air, make a cloud, and after that, precipitate down. So these are two different actors in the water life cycle. Whenever the rainwater precipitates down, it can either get caught up into a mountain. Now, these mountains can lead to different water bodies. For example, you could take a lake collection, or you could get into a river, which then connects to ocean. So whenever it gets on a mountain, and this mountain slowly starts to go towards a river, and then after it connects to an ocean, this is called snow melt or runoff, because it's going high up where the snow is, and after that goes down, the water will go down. Then next is surface flow. Surface flow is when the rainwater flows through the mountains individually and goes to a lake. This is called surface flow. So whenever the rainwater precipitates, it lands into these water bodies or it falls on land. Now this land, whenever the water goes through somewhere, it goes down into the ground, this is called infiltration. This is just the beginning of it. However, slowly whenever it starts to reach these plant roots, that's where percolation happens. It goes more deep, the water goes more deeper into the soil. Then after that, it will go and make groundwater. This groundwater could be a supply to trees. Some facts about the water life cycle is that out of 70% of the entire water on Earth, only 3% of it is fresh water, while the other 67% is only salt water. In these 3% of the fresh water, there's different places where it's stored. One is in rivers or lakes. Another is groundwater or on top of the mountains or in glaciers. Did you know that rivers and lakes only have 0.5% of fresh water out of the entire 3%? However, in groundwater, it's about 30.8%. That means more fresh water in groundwater than in lakes and rivers. So, and after that, if you go up to snow mountains or glaciers, there's about 68.9% of fresh water in them. So, the real interesting fact is that we only use these river and lake of fresh water instead of using these other ones. So that's an interesting fact. Even though we have a really good amount of supply, we still use the lowest supply. So is that, did you know how long a water molecule can last in these bodies? Well, for rivers and lakes, these can last for about 2 weeks. In the groundwater, this can last for about 2 weeks to about 10,000 years. 10,000. For the snow mountains or glaciers, this can last from 1,000 to 10,000 years. So now we'll talk about the saltwater. Here in oceans, the saltwater molecules can last for about 4,000 years. And that's it. So this is the explanation of water life cycle or the hydrologic cycle. My brother Idant will be showing us an experiment on the water life cycle that you guys can do at home. He is going to cover evaporation, condensation, and precipitation in his experiment. Thanks for watching. Bye.